Parenthood. Isn't it blissful? Well, okay, it took me a while, to be honest, to make this video because I had my reservations and because YouTube kind of offered a different kind of reality to my reality. And I felt like I was the only one with this kind of reality of parenthood out there. I know in theory I'm not the only one, but um, checking YouTube and videos of parents and a day in the life of a newborn, a day in the life of a 3-month-old, their reality didn't just quite look like mine. So I had struggled with that, and for good reason. They tell you, or everyone leads you to believe, that you come home from the hospital and you're in this little bubble of bliss and happiness with your newborn and that great, incredible bond that you're forming from day one. And even though some of the nights might be a little rocky, you just don't care because nothing in the world matters. And then you come home and your baby has colic, which nobody warns you about. And your baby cries from 7 p.m. to midnight without any break. And you ask the health visitor, what am I doing here? What can I do? And the health visitor says, oh, just close your eyes and you just have to get through it. Which, I mean, is an honest answer. But nobody really prepares you for that. And then in that desperation, which you will definitely feel as the weeks go by, and your baby still cries every night from 7 to midnight, and then continues to really, really not have great nights of sleeping, you check online. So, am I the only one out there with that issue? And of course, once in a while, you come across an article, oh yeah, I've had issues with my newborn, so on and so. And for a moment, you think, okay, I'm not alone, I'm not the only one. Then, however, you check YouTube, you're like, oh, are there any other mums out there like me who had a bit of a rough start? I can't sugarcoat it, really rough start, actually. And you find yourself coming across lots and lots of videos about a day in the life of my newborn, a day in the life of my 2-month-old, a day in my life of my 5-month-old, and so on and so on. You go on and watch them and you think, ah, I'm going to see it now. I'm going to see the evidence that I'm not alone, that there's lots of other mothers out there with these same problems, just like me. You watch those videos, and after those 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, however long those vlogs are or videos, whatever, you're like, oh, damn it, I actually feel worse now than I did before. So why is that? I can tell you why. Because I'd say probably 90% of the videos that I've come across, at least, were all videos of a perfect day in a newborn's or a baby's life. Literally perfect. I mean, maybe like a tiny issue where the mum said, oh, well, he woke up like twice a night, briefly, but that was okay. I just fed him and went back to bed. And then maybe, oh, he's a little bit grumpy, but generally he's just such a happy baby, or she, he, she, they. They are just always smiling and they're always happy and so easygoing. And you watch that video and you're like, oh, good for you, good for you. This is not to shade other moms. It isn't, and I do not want to sound condescending, and I am very happy for all the parents out there who have been lucky enough and blessed with a baby that, first of all, has no colic, sleeps quite well through the night, or generally has good nights, and is quite a happy chap. Good for you. But why I'm making this video is because I know there's other mums and dads, so it's not just mums out there, but dads as well, other parents out there who have experienced a different reality in the first couple of weeks, months, or still experiencing it. They're still in the middle of the storm. I'm still in the middle of a storm. My baby is 5 months old. I'm still absolutely in the middle of the storm. If anything, I literally just am in the middle of that 4 month sleep regression that everyone knows about who's had a child before. And my baby doesn't sleep through the night, even though if you check online, everyone says at 5 months, your baby should be sleeping through the night. Guess what? She isn't. This is also not to complain about my daughter. I am absolutely happy to have such a healthy, beautiful girl. But I am honestly, I just want to sit here and reach out to parents, mums, dads, reach out and say, you are not alone. You are not alone. And that reality that you see on YouTube might be someone else's reality, but it isn't yours, it isn't mine. And just because you don't have that same experience and their reality doesn't mean that you should feel bad about it. You should not go online and feel actually worse than you did before. I mean, you start to become a little bit desperate, to be fair, because everyone tells you, oh, it'll be better, and oh, no, it's fine, you'll be fine. Like I said, the midwives at some point just stop checking in on you, obviously, and then everyone just expects you, especially as first time parents, just expects you to function and just know what to do. I mean, when my daughter was born, I was like, I don't know what to do now. I don't even know how to change a nappy. Can someone actually help me? So I mean, yeah, I know how to change nappies now. Great, but nobody prepares you for colic, because that's not all just generally fussy babies. Nobody prepares you for that, because those are not the babies you see online. The babies that you see online are the chilled out moms and dads who are pretty rested, who just take their babies in everywhere because their babies are not fussy and they don't start exploding in crowds, and then everyone's looking at you. And guess what? They actually have pretty good nights. And do not get me started on all the mums who write down, oh, I had actually a fantastic night. If anything, I sleep better now than I slept in my last weeks of pregnancy. Because during pregnancy, obviously, in the last weeks, you kind of constantly have to pee in the middle of the night. So then on top of my sleep deprivation and me being absolutely exhausted, I saw comments like that, or actually my sleep is better now with a newborn than I was in my last weeks of pregnancy, where I'm like, good for you. Again, for the mums who are lucky, I'm not shading you. I'm just saying, please, parents out there, you are not alone. And our reality looks different. And we shouldn't feel disheartened and disappointed that our life doesn't look like that our experience with the newborns don't look like that our start was simply a little bit rocky. But that's the thing. We all have different experiences, and we can't compare it with other people. And if you continue comparing it with other people, it actually makes it worse. You will feel worse. You're not doing yourself a favor. And I just want an honest chat about having those first month or going through those first months, and those first months are actually not easy. And I am a little tired of just seeing that one reality, that one blissful, lovely, great, everything's perfect, rosy reality, because it isn't. Not for everyone. For a lot of people, it might be. Some people might actually be faking it and put some content out that only shows the best side. It's like when you post pictures of yourself on Instagram or Facebook or something, you would normally not pick pictures that you don't like of yourself. You would really literally pick the pictures that you think look good of yourself. So you post that. And I got a little bit of the impression, and that's the same with the YouTube videos of basically day in the life of my newborn, where you see how great it is for them. And maybe they do struggle behind the camera, but they didn't film that. And I'm not saying that you have to hold your camera in your baby's face while they're crying. Honestly, if your baby is crying, don't film it and be like, oh, look how miserable my baby is. See how miserable my life is. That's not what I want. What I want is someone literally sitting in front of the camera saying, I know you see all these great videos of people having a blast in the first months, or generally the first year of their baby, but I don't have that. I don't. I had issues in the first weeks or months, or still do. My baby does not sleep through the night, even though everyone says, oh, they've got the best sleep ever, even better than pregnancy. And I just want to let you know that parents like us who go home, come home from the hospital, and suddenly realize, hold on, this isn't as, it's not what we see in those videos. It just isn't. It might be to those people, but it's not my reality. And then do not feel discouraged by it. And I did feel discouraged because in the midst of my daughter's colic, of hours and hours of crying, you kind of want to curl up in a dark corner and be like, let this be over, please. And you think, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? Why is this happening to me? Why do I go online and nobody else seems to have that issue? Why do I have that issue? And don't even get me started on all those mums who basically just push the baby out and they're already like, oh, I'm exercising now, finding all the time to get my body back. When? When are you supposed to get your old shape back? I'm sorry, but where is that time? You might have that time if you are blessed with an easygoing baby that's just chilling in the corner and watching you while you're lifting weight and using that hula hoop or whatever. You might be lucky that your baby has long stretches of naps and you can do whatever with your time and you can work out, and after 3 months or after 2 months of having your baby, you suddenly look just as good as you did before your pregnancy. Yeah, but there are lots of mums out there who do not have the time. Let's just say, I think the majority of mums actually don't have the time. Obviously, I'm not talking about mums who have lots of children because, God bless you. I mean, you are heroes. You definitely don't have time. But first time mum, as your first baby, do you really have all that time to work out every day? Do you? I mean, if you do, you're lucky. But to all the other mums who do not have the time to work out and again get a little bit discouraged because they see that all the other mums apparently have that time to work out, you are not alone. You shouldn't even put that pressure on yourself to look as good as you did before pregnancy. You shouldn't. And you don't have the time for that. You don't have the time to constantly do the dishes, clean the house. Just the thought of hoovering the house is just so tiring. You can't be bothered. I mean, in a sense, with everything going on in the world at the moment, I was a bit lucky that my husband got to work at home. So if it wasn't for him, nothing would have been done in the house, seriously, because my husband has been nothing but a massive support. I mean, yes, he still has to work Monday to Friday. He's got his normal working hours, but in between, he was able to help. Because of him, the laundry was done, the dishes were done. He could hold my daughter briefly, so I could quickly have a shower. These kind of things. But normally, your husband, if you're on maternity leave, your husband leaves usually in the morning, comes home in the evening. When doing that time, do you find time to clean, to cook, to shower, and to work out on top of that? You don't. Normally you don't. Unless, and that's a whole different category, you're a full-time YouTuber and your partner is a full-time YouTuber and you have 1 million followers, so you make lots of money off YouTube and you don't have to go to work from Monday to Friday. And then you can say, honey, you take the baby for 2 hours while I'm going to work out in our private gym. Then obviously, I mean, also good for you if you're lucky enough to live that kind of lifestyle. But if you're normal, you are on your maternity leave, your husband goes to work, where do you find the time to work out? So yeah, again, I go online, I see lots of posts of other moms on Instagram, comparing themselves of like, oh, I worked out so much today. Oh, I managed an hour of cardio. Great. Where do you find that time? I guess you find that time because your baby is easygoing and your baby apparently is fine just chilling in the corner and watching you while you work out. Or they just sleep really well, you know? But if you have I mean, I call my daughter a fusspot sometimes, you know, because she can be such a fussy little fusspot. Yeah, if you have a baby that's not easy going and that's not happy, and a baby that's not just happy chilling in the corner watching you, then good luck finding the time to work out every day for an hour of cardio in your gym. So, honestly, we need to just show more reality on YouTube. Just like, you know, those no makeup Instagram selfies, it's like woke up like this, or for more reality on Instagram. This is for more reality on YouTube. Your parents, your parents are out there, and I know it. And I know that you will keep hoping that you'll find other people like you, like-minded people in the same situation, who say, oh, my baby is very far from sleeping in. My baby had colic for the first month, or my baby, I'm worried about going shopping somewhere because with my baby, because what if she explodes? What if she complains? What if she, what if other people judge me? Because that's another thing. You go out with your baby, and then your baby starts crying and fussing because your baby is not a chilled out baby. And then everyone turns their heads and is like, why can't you keep your baby under control? So it adds additional pressure on you as a parent. And again, all those vlogs that we watch of other people, they just, they travel with their babies. They fly hours with their baby. I mean, not in the current situation. I know that at the moment there isn't much with flying, but normally traveling with a baby, taking the baby just everywhere, just chilling in the park with their baby, and nothing happens because their babies are just so calm. And I'm looking at mine and I'm like, I don't think I would do that at the moment, at least not at the moment. I mean, there's still, of course, many months ahead of me of change. So, but at the moment, if I'd consider taking her somewhere, I'd be really, really worried that she starts crying and fussing and everyone would look at me. So I'd rather just be cooped up in my house. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who feels like that. And I just need to let you know, you are not alone. And there's tons of different realities out there, and just because you go online and you check out YouTube videos and you enjoy watching those vlogs of mums with their babies and a day in my life, but then afterwards feel a little bit bad because you're like, why is my life so different? Why, if I would vlog a day in my life, there would be lots of crying and fussing and fighting fire, really, and calming her down. Of course, nobody makes videos like that. I wouldn't want to put a camera at my baby's face the entire time while she needs my closeness. I don't want to expose her, you know. This is not about film your baby while they're miserable for the whole world to see. This is not about complaining about your baby. This is literally about reality. And if you ever feel worried that your reality looks different than all the other lovely videos out there on YouTube, all those lovely Instagram posts of mums enjoying getting back into fitness and taking long trips with their baby outside. I know you exist out there. You're not alone. And we just all have a different kind of lifestyle, and we're not YouTubers with millions of subscribers who own a private gym. We can't afford a nanny, normal people. And not every every baby is different, and not every baby is going to be a super easygoing one. I think a lot of babies are not super easygoing, and a lot of babies don't sleep through the night. And that is reality as well. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad when you're a new mum or dad, because I don't want to exclude dads, because I know from my own experience with my husband, he was in the storm with me. He still is. So it's not like he leaves the house early in the morning, says, "Bye, honey," and then comes home at 6 or 7, kisses the baby on the forehead, is like, "Night, baby." Or he experienced it all with me. So all you mums and dads out there, we are not alone. It's okay. It's okay if your baby doesn't sleep through the night yet, even though every website says, "Oh, at this age I should." It's okay if you go online because you feel disheartened and you want to see that you're not alone, and then realize, why is everyone else not having those same issues? Because guess what? The parents who have those issues that often don't come forward because you don't want to admit it. You don't want to feel like a failure. You don't want to think, what am I doing wrong? Or maybe I am doing something wrong, and it's embarrassing. You are not a failure, and your baby is not a problem because your baby is fussy. Your baby is just being a baby. It's just maybe less easygoing than your neighbor's baby. It's okay. And I'm here, and I'm saying, I know you're out there, and I wish there were more honest accounts on there, or more people just saying, "Help, help, why is my reality looking different? Why? Why am I having those issues? We are not alone in this." So don't feel bad. I just needed to get this off my chest. And I hope you don't give up, because as the midwives always say in the health visitor, you will get through it. And you will get through it, and you get to enjoy so many great things that parenthood brings. And I am enjoying her so much more now than I was able to in the first weeks, when it really was just firefighting and crying, and every day is just really a step towards the right direction, and I see so much great development and change. But I'm being honest, it's still not easy. It isn't as easy as so many mums make it out to be. So you're not alone. I'm here. I know you are all out there. You're not a bad parent. We just need to be more honest. We just need to, all those mums and dads affected by this need to crawl out of their little holes and say, "Me too, you know? We're not alone in this." And I hope but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, but we'll all get through it, and yeah, we're not alone. Okay, bye bye.